a continuation of the Drake and Ebro nonsense. What's up? What's happening? Big KBZ back in this thing. KBZ for Sheezy. And the last video on it, I talked about how Drake said some DMs, text messages, whatever, to Ebro, telling them some shit or rubbing it in that the show got canceled. So we back with here to talk about that. I ain't here to waste too much of your time. We just gonna get into it very quick. Like, subscribe, do all that. You already know. By the way, appreciate all the love y'all been giving me recently. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. And anyways, gonna get it cracking. Go to mob, go to militia, give yourself a pat on the back as well. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Y'all heard me. Anyways, let's get into it real quick. So Drake decided not to take the high road. We all know this nigga's petty. He's not gonna take the high road anyways. As Ebro in the Morning was taken off of air at Hot 97. Late last week, it was revealed that I heard about it recently, but anyways. Ebro in the Morning was being canceled at Hot 97, effective immediately. As soon as this news came down the pipeline, Drake fans started rejoicing on social media. After all, Ebro, Darden, Laura Styles, and Peter Rosenberg had very harsh things to say towards Drake during the Kendrick Lamar feud. I think it was mostly Ebro and maybe Rosenberg. I don't think Laura really said anything, but that's just me. Anyways, over the weekend, the tensions with Drake escalated as he commented an axe emoji on Instagram post about the cancellation. This subject subsequently led to some public comments from Rosenberg and Ebro, who called the rapper right-wing. As it turns out, that wasn't the end of it. Today, the Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg show debuted on YouTube, and it was here that Ebro leaked his DMs with Drake. The last few messages they had exchanged were all the way back in 2020. However, recent DMs from Drake at 3:30 in the morning. This nigga love being up in the morning. This nigga really said he's a real vamp. This nigga would be listening to Playboy Cardi. But anyways, take a much more sinister turn. So Drake allegedly stated, "Die slow, pussy, Drake wrote. We got some shit for you." Yo, Drake. And this nigga Ebro, relax. You salty about losing to Kendrick. You're not mad. You're not mad at me, love, bro. Ebro replied a few hours later, essentially telling Drake to calm down, that he's... Sorry about that, what was I saying? Ebro replied a few hours later, essentially telling Drake to calm down, that he's only upset because he lost the battle with Kendrick Lamar. Drake's message was extremely petty, and it is clear that he is happy to see Ebro off the air. Whether or not these messages are performative for Drake's own audience is... I can't read, nigga, damn. Drake's own audience is something that remains to be seen. Having said that, we have seen Drizzy do something similar with the likes of Anthony Fanta. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Drake don't. Drake ain't fucking with niggas, but anyways. Ebro, Styles, and Rosenberg's new show is going to air on YouTube every single day and will be an independent version of what they were doing on Hot 97. Needless to say, the trio still very much loves one another, regardless of their ties to a specific network. Whether or not Drake responds to those leaked DMs is something that we will be sure to keep track of. Although, if one thing is for certain here, it is that Drake is not very pleased with how the media has covered his Kendrick Lamar. Drake, to be fair, you lost that shit. Now, again, maybe they was doing a little bit too much. Like I said, maybe they was throwing up their little pom-poms. They was doing a little too much. So I'm not here to say you might not have no right or even feel vindicated to, hit them in the gut after, they was on some bullshit with you. I completely understand that. Right? But even with that being said, it's just one of those things that you just come out very mad and petty. Like, yeah, you lost. Maybe they did too much. I ain't gonna say. There's times even listening to the Joe Budden podcast, I was like, Joe is doing a little too much. We can have them discussions. And I don't know if they move like they was your friends and friendly, but big dog, this is the thing about industry relationships. A lot of these niggas is fake. When you're at the top of the hill, you're at the top of the mountain, yeah, they your best friends. They love you. They want to be in the pictures with you. They want to call you. They want to do all this. But yeah, when you on the other side of it, they don't want nothing to do with you. They might kick your back in. They might say this. They might say that. And it is what it is at this point. So that's why I'm not mad at Drake for putting the axe emoji and saying that slow P word and all this other shit he was on. I'm not mad at that. If y'all niggas was really doing too much, it is what it is. But then I also got to look at Drake as, why did you think all these niggas was your friends? or like you was really cool with these niggas. That's another thing as well. I do gotta look at some of these niggas like what the fuck is going on, and that's why I'm perplexed and confused by some of these situations. And that's really what it is. But hey, we'll see what goes on with this shit. Again, I'm happy that Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg, they continue the venture. They're still doing the show because I said they're needed in the space. I did enjoy them. And it's crazy that they're off Hot 97. I think Funk Flex took it over, or he's only filling in for a couple like days or whatever. By the way, Flex, you doing the bombs and all that shit early in the morning, man. Nigga, no. I'm tired. I'm going to work and shit like that. You just like, bomb. I'm like, nigga, the fuck? Niggas ain't trying to hear that at like fucking 6, 7 in the morning. The fuck is you on, nigga? The hell? But anyways, we'll see what goes on. I don't know if Flex is filling in until they figure out a new show for a morning show, but we'll see exactly what happens with that. But yeah, besides that, man, we'll see where this Drake and Ebro beef goes. Again, it's one of those things. It's like, I get it, but it's just like, all right, mate. We'll see where the fuck this shit goes. Hey. What do y'all think? Comments down below. Links in the description. Besides that, it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ Deadweiler doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You trying to hit a little bit more, you heard me. And I'm gone. Slimes on Peace, y'all. Gang. Aye.